Why am I not happy? That's the kind of question I often get from people, especially when they're suffering from anxiety or stress or from other things that prevent them from being happy. So watch this video to find out the 4 things that are common patterns that prevent people from being happy. Hi, I'm Dan Ross, the Anxiety Helper, and I work with people to overcome anxiety and trauma and stress and to lead happier lives, because there's kind of 2 parts to when somebody wants something to be better. The first is there's the things that we need to clear out, which is what we're going to discuss today, which is the things that prevent you from being happy or happier. And then there's the things that you can do to be happier once the other stuff has been cleared out. So there's clearing processes that I do with people, and then there's processes and practices that actually help to retrain your brain to think happier thoughts and for your body to feel happier feelings. So with that, let's start with the first thing that often prevents people from being happy, and that's negative thoughts. There's a term in psychology called negative automatic thoughts, or automatic negative thoughts, NATs is often what they're called. And it's those sort of thoughts, whether they're sort of in the background or whether they're kind of very much in the foreground, kind of spinning around, kind of like, why didn't you do that? Why did you do that wrong? What's wrong with you? And we all have negative self-talk to some degree, but it's kind of logical and understandable that if you are carrying around a lot of negative thoughts, that of course that's going to prevent you from being happy. It's almost like you have a bad friend who's walking around behind you telling you all sorts of bad things about yourself and that you've done. So one of the first things we need to do is clear those out. The next thing is negative focus. And negative focus is, in life, we just kind of get what we focus on. So when you're focusing on negative things, you're of course going to have more negative thoughts and feelings and will be less happy. The third one is limiting beliefs. And this is not like conscious beliefs like, red cars are better than blue cars. This is the unconscious filters of how we see the world. And this stuff often comes from when we're much younger, often from childhood. And it just kind of sets the tone for how we see and feel and hear and experience the world. And we can have empowering beliefs, which most of us do, and we can have limiting beliefs, which most of us do as well. And often that limiting belief will kind of get stuck and prevent us from being happy or happier. And then the final one is uncleared trauma. So when someone goes through trauma and they're still carrying it with them, then often they will carry those negative thoughts of that experience with them, and it can color and flavor a lot of aspects of life in negative ways. So when you pay attention to clearing out these 4 different patterns, that clears out the negative stuff that prevents you from being happy, so that we can then install and practice positive ways of thinking and feeling so that you can lead a happier life.